Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. I got my coffee. Good morning, everyone. It's working great. Look at that. All right, this live stream is looking good. Welcome to a sunny, beautiful Sunday morning, All Saints weekend in Cebu. Very interesting weekend. I thank you guys for joining me today. Excuse me. Oh, what a weekend. Things are moving along. Things are changing. We are into month number 2. It's just gone by like that. I can't believe it. I am Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. I am Sam. I am a Canadian Sri Lankan citizen, semi-retired in Cebu, Philippines, and welcome to my live stream Sunday Fun Day. Today, we're going to talk about what's been happening, what's going to happen. All right, so I thank you for joining me. Before we do that, I want to give a special shout out to all of those who are subscribing, liking, commenting. My goodness, we are just killing it out there. You guys are killing it out there. Now, as I said before, I can see who has subscribed. I see that we had subscribers. We had 50 subscribers or what have you. But if your profile is private, I cannot see you that you subscribe. I can only see the ones whose profiles are public. I can see your comments, but I can't connect your comment name to your subscriber name. They're not the same. I don't know why YouTube does that. So I do want to say a shout out to the 2 subscribers who are public since our last live stream, which was on Wednesday, and it's Mark W and Sun Boom. Is that an L or an I? I can't tell, but that was yesterday. It's Shibumi. That's a difficult one. I can't see I don't know, for some strange reason, the I's and the L's on this are weird looking. Anyway, so thank you for joining. I truly appreciate it. Also to all of my original subscribers, you guys are the best. So, breaking news. Philippines, Typhoon Kimo on the way. By the end of day today or early tomorrow morning, we will have concrete evidence and news of this typhoon. It is right now a tropical storm. It will develop into a typhoon class 1, but once it hits the outer islands, which is the islands 200-300 kilometers away of where I am, it will reduce back down to a tropical storm. But it is a big storm, like big as in the amount of size of it, but the winds are not strong, and the rain is the rain, but it is coming about 100 to 200 kilometers away north of me, and the wind and rain will hit. The eye of the storm is going to be that, but the storm is, huge. Let me just show you what I mean. Let's see, can I share this? Yes, I can. So as you can see here, Cebu City is right there. The yellow line is the path of the eye. So that will be Monday, and that will be Tuesday. So Tuesday through Wednesday, this part of the storm, this southern part of the storm will hit. The main part will be too far away, the heaviest rain. We will get like rain, like a rainstorm. That's what we're going to get. So you can see that that is moving in my direction. Let's get the animation going here. Animation's not working, but anyway, that is the storm that is coming. Darren, good morning. So I'm not overly concerned because a tropical storm is not that. I've lived through tropical storms in Korea, so I'm not overly concerned. I am going to take precautions. I'm going to go shopping tomorrow and pick up some essentials. Make sure I'm stocked up. I have water. I'm going to charge up everything, make sure everything is fully charged. But we have a generator here, so it's not that issue. But, I'm going to watch for flooding. I doubt that will be an issue. Because the house is 3 steps up. So it shouldn't be an issue. What else? I got tons of food. I'm not overly worried. I have bread, I have eggs, I have canned food. I have the internet. So anyways, we are into month number 2. Starting today. Yeah, today. It's been 30 days since I landed here. So I am on to my now first 29-day visa. Sorry, my second 29-day visa. So I have a 30-day landing visa, and now I'm on my 29-day visa starting today. My cell phone plan is now into its 2nd month, so that's easy. I am moving. That's what we're going to talk about today. I made a video about where I live. You guys have seen that. And I did a video of the communities that are in the area. And I'm going to do more, so you guys can kind of get a comparison to see where you can live. And there are gated communities and condo communities. I'm in a condo community. But the issue is that it is quite old. And this place is better off as a short-term 3-star stay if you're here on vacation. And this is what I've said before many times. If you're coming to anywhere in Southeast Asia, you need to come here on a short term and find a place short-term Airbnb or hotel for a week or 2 weeks. Then look around and find your long-term residence. I should have done that, but I'm lazy. I don't like moving. I hate it. Taking everything apart and moving it. I hate it. It annoys me. Having to repack everything. So I have another month left here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a place in a week or 2. I found a place in Mactan, Newtown, which is a self-contained mini village. So it has the luxury condos with the stores in the base in the 1st floor. So you have your food shopping, your banking, your restaurants, and your grocery stores, and your pharmacies, and everything in the lobby. And then the most important thing for me is the beach access. So they have a private beach. So I went through a realtor. They're supposed to be getting back to me today or tomorrow. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's like 3 days. These are owned by people and then rented out. So for the same price I'm paying here, I get a smaller place. They call them executive studios, which is really nice because it's a U shape. And when you walk in, you're walking into the living room. This is the kitchen, and then this is the bedroom with the bathroom off the bedroom. The bathroom has a bathtub. You guys will see the video. I took a video of the place, and one of them is a corner unit, so it has windows on two sides, both ocean view. I've talked about it. I think I may have talked about it in the last live stream. I'm not thoroughly enjoying this area here because it is a little bit of an older area. The people are great. The condo unit is great. It's just, it's older. And I don't have access to the beach, and I have to travel to 10 minutes to go grocery shopping or to buy anything. That's not an issue, but if I'm going to stay here near term, like the next 3-4 months, I want that beach access. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm willing to pay or whatever to get it. So the number one thing I said to the realtor is beach access, parking for my motorcycle, and then the price. And the price has to include condo fees and internet. I'll pay the electricity and water. Hey Joshua, welcome. I believe you're a new viewer, new subscriber. Are you subscribed? Where are you calling from? Let me know. Is it crowded area near? I can't the road. I'm far away. So I think that's the answer to the question. But there is the main road, and it is crowded. Yesterday was All Saints Day, where everyone travels to the cemetery to clean the graves of their relatives. One of the major issues with Philippines, whether I lived in Subic Bay in Zambales in the north about 3 years ago. I've never been to Manila. I've been to Angeles City. I've been to Cebu before, and Cebu now, is traffic. Traffic is horrendous in this country. It is a nightmare. And Arizona, welcome. Thank you for joining. Truly appreciate it. Saturday night in the North America. Thank you so much for joining. I truly appreciate it. As I haven't seen you before, so I'm going to just make an assumption that you haven't seen my channel before. I am a Canadian, Sri Lankan citizen. I left Canada in 2007 and moved to South Korea. I was working in Canada. I got divorced. I was an executive at the phone company and wasn't happy with my life. So I moved to South Korea, became a freelancer, and got permanent residence and everything like that, and lived there up until 4 years ago when I moved back to Sri Lanka to take care of my parents. They're okay now. They've got everything taken care of. So I'm now moving around Southeast Asia for the last 10 years to explore moving from that semi-retirement to full retirement. I got 2 years left till my pension. I'm 58. No kids, no wife, nothing. Simon, thanks for joining, brother. Lots of love to you. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. I hope our other new friend, blessed be with you. I think Luke is his name. I hope he'll join as well. I know Terry can't join because he's busy, but he will join a little after the fact. Yeah, Joshua, I am again. If you really like the content, I'm going to ask you, please go back and watch all the videos. I think I have about 100 videos up since August. This is a new channel. I used to have another channel that didn't quite work out because of the algorithm and because I had pivoted so many times over the course of 5 years. I used to work in a nightclub and I was doing marketing and stuff like that. And then I pivoted to like living in Korea, and then it was COVID and all of those crazy days. And I finally decided to focus just on I'm going to assume you're getting towards that retirement age and that this kind of attracted to you. Simon, let me tell you something. We are, I don't know if you remember, we are at 25% target in 2 months. Okay, so I have to have 1,000 subscribers. I've got over 250. I need 4,000 hours. We're over 1,000. So we're 25%, and it's growing exponentially, which is something I'm tracking. So I'm tracking the analytics of every video. I'm tracking who is watching, where they're watching from, and the demographics are people over 45, North America and Europe, English-speaking Europe, Australia and New Zealand. So those 3 areas, right? So that's why I do the live stream. For me, it is Sunday morning. It is 8:30 Sunday morning, right? For you guys, it's between 6 and 9 p.m. Saturday night. Gives you a chance to join. Joshua, 62, great. So you're in that retirement mind, right? So my channel, and if you please subscribe, and when you watch a video, if you could click the thumbs up and just give a little, like, even like a smiley face or any kind of thing, that shows engagement. And for people in your demographic, which is what I'm looking for, the algorithm will see that you like it and you're engaging with my content, and then it'll put my channel in front of other people who are like you. And these are the people that I want to reach out to. I want to like make a community of people so that we can like share ideas of how to move from that I want to retire. Terry, I didn't think you would be joining us. Thanks for coming on board, brother. How you move from that, oh, I want to retire, what should I do, how should I do it, to the retirement. So my channel is like a Truman Show style, where I'm going to take you along. I'm semi-retired, right? I got 2 years left till pension. And how do we get to that full retirement? What is the plan? What are the pitfalls? What are the things that can go wrong? Now, as I say on my channel all the time, I am not the smartest guy in the world. I have no experience. I have no knowledge or anything like that. Now, I'm an educated guy, but I have no idea what I'm doing is right or what I'm doing is wrong. And let me tell you, Darren, one of my greatest supporters, who I have actually met personally, and Terry, I have met both of them personally in Sri Lanka. These are subscribers who were subscribers, and then I met them because they traveled to Sri Lanka, and greatest supporters of my channel. Darren and I don't agree on a lot of things, but we support each other, right? And that's what I want to do here. I want this channel to become like a support structure for us to help people understand what works and what doesn't work, right? I'm not an expert by far. Darren's not an expert, but we both have life experiences. And Terry's a huge supporter. Thank you. And Simon is one of our newest supporters. I thank you. Joshua, so the plan is threefold. And I've talked about this many times. There's 3 things that cause stress in your life and can cause problems in your life. Number 1 is family and relationships. How does that affect your life? Health, mental and physical, and then financial. If any one of those 3 pillars is not strong, you're going to fall over. So the plan is to be healthy. So I've been eating healthy for a decade. I don't eat processed foods. I'm not a vegan or anything like that, but I don't eat processed foods. 2 weeks ago, I started exercising every single day at a gym with a personal trainer. I invested the money. And because of the way my brain works, if I spent the money, I have to do it. I feel really guilty if I don't go because I hate wasting money. I'm not frugal in any way whatsoever. What I am is I I look at the cost benefit analysis, and I say, my God, I just threw money away out the window. I might as well just walk down the street and throw money in the air. And that annoys me. I have like a little bit of OCD when it comes to that. So it annoys the heck out of me. So this investment is an investment in me. And I've been going every day, 6 days a week, 3 days with a personal trainer, 3 days cardio. Today's my day off, but I'm still going to exercise a little bit. Bitcoin, I'm invested in 3 areas, and crypto is not one of them because my finances are limited. I only started saving 4 years ago. So I have saved enough in 4 years to retire. I can retire today if I wanted to. I couldn't live overseas. I could live in Sri Lanka because I wouldn't have to pay rent and I wouldn't be able to afford travel. But I could retire with no problems for the rest of my life with the investments I have, with the money I have right now. So I'm invested in securities, stock, gold, and term deposits. My securities in 1 year, they're dividend stocks, have paid very well. And as of last week, they're just slightly over 100% profit. That's my unrealized return in 1 year in the Sri Lankan stock market. I bought right at the bottom of this bull run. My gold is up 24%, and my term deposits are paying 11% a year, and they're locked in for 2 years. And the other thing is Joshua, I work in South Korea. I have a permanent so I'm a Canadian citizen, Sri Lankan citizen, Korean permanent resident, and Thai permanent residence, or long visa, not permanent residence, long visa. And because I work in Korea, I earn a very high salary. And then I spend it in low-cost countries like Southeast Asia. So over the last 10 years, I've been thinking, where do I want to retire? Now, everyone's up. I had a question before, why did I leave Sri Lanka? It's a beautiful place. Unfortunately, I have built an infrastructure of friends in Southeast Asia. So thank you, Joshua. Those returns are unexpected. I lost my mind, and those returns shot up only in the last 3 or 4 months. In the last quarter, I was like 40, 50, 60%, and then all of a sudden, the bull market just took over. I'm not going to cash out anytime soon. Darren is yelling at me saying, "Cash out, cash out." We had a pullback, and I lost like 2-3%, but we're back up again. And even gold, it dropped 5% over the last week, but it'll always come back up. But again, the issue is I am short term or near term, only 2-3 years. In 2 years, I'm going to cash everything out, put it all into a term deposit or fixed deposit that pays me every year. So what I'm doing is generating more money now so that I can put it away safely for guaranteed income that I'm going to live off the interest. That's my trick. I am not going to touch my capital. I'm going to live off the interest. And I'm going to have enough interest that I can put a little bit of away into capital to cover inflation and future medical costs. Now, the other thing is at 70, I will get another pension from Canada, right? Old age security. That'll cover future costs. And then when I'm 80 or 85, I'll have my inheritance because my parents will be gone by then, right? They're going to live to be 100. So I got to wait till they're 100. See, the other thing is that the reason why I only chose, so I have citizenships in Canada, Sri Lanka, and I'm a permanent resident in Korea. The only reason I'm doing Sri Lankan equities or anything I'm only investing in Sri Lanka is because of taxes. Taxes are number one, and like moving the money around is just a pain in the butt. And I'm not I'm not interested in overly managing my money. I let it sit, right? So um, I don't want to open accounts in the U.S. or Canada. Darren, yeah, I I'm diversified across the three areas, so I'm going to, and I have stop loss. We've talked about this before. I have stop loss, so even if the market drops 10%, I'll still make a crap ton of money, and that will be a great thing if the market drops because interest rates will go up, and then I'll take that money and I'll put it into fixed deposits, and that's the plan. I got 2 years. I think I'm going to start taking gains out in the next year, in the next 6 months, probably. We'll see the way the market consensus is. I mean, you've been telling me for the last year to get out of the market or to capitalize on my gains, and I'm still making a crap ton of money. Simon, I not interested in investing in the US because the markets are so volatile. And right now, I'm not even putting money into the Sri Lankan market because it's so high. Whenever people are buying, you should be selling. And whenever people are selling, you should be buying. Yeah, and that's true. But interest rates have been steady for the last 6 months, and they're not going to fall greatly. They're not going to go any lower than the 7.25 that it is now. It's never going to go below 6. It's never prime rate. And the Sri Lankan rupee is up 5 rupees in the last month, so that there's upward pressure on the rupee, and so the interest rates are going to stay at least for the next 3 months. But I'm not looking short term. I'm looking long term. I have a plan in place. Don't worry about it. But this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the overall bigger idea, the macroeconomics. That's something that changes every day, right? So your goal, if you're in your 40s or 30s, or if you're planning on retiring, is how do I protect myself? What do I do, right? So what I wanted to talk about is like my moving. I'm going to move. I'm going to get a place in the next week or two, which means I'll overlap with this place 2 weeks. Because I want to give the landlord, I promised I would stay, told her I would stay here for 5 months. I'm only staying here 2. So I want to have a place and then tell her I'm leaving and give her 2 weeks notice, but still move out like the day I tell her, because I don't know these people. She's been great, but it just, you always have to protect yourself. Joshua, thank you so much. Yeah. Following your journey on selecting that nice beach condo with less noise and traffic. Let me tell you something. The road right outside in front of my condo is a main road, right? And no, I'm not breaking my lease, Simon. I am here month to month, cash. So my first month was under Airbnb. My second month, which is I'm into my second month, is pure cash. I promised or negotiated a deal for 5 months, a verbal. So there's no lease, there's no signature, right? There's actually no physical contract other than the previous month that I had with Airbnb. So I can get up and leave anytime I want. I don't even have to tell her, but I'm going to be a nice guy about it. I'm going to tell her this week, once I sign with my new landlord, what I'm doing, and give her a chance to, make some money by opening this place up for others. So, sorry, can you guys give me a second? I just want to get some water. So, Terry, the noise, I can't hear it. I'm far away enough. I'm at the back of the complex. So, uh, the thing is that this is a great place. The building is a little older, not as maintained as I would like it. The inside, the landlord has taken very good care of this unit. It is showing its age. I'm going to say this place is maybe 10 years old, 15 years old. The plumbing is not the best, the water pressure. You can see the water and cracks and stuff like that. The cleanliness is, I had a big spider. I had a little field mouse that we caught, but that's because I'm on the first floor, and you're going to have that. The noise level. I mean, there's chickens in the hallway. There's cats and dogs. There's karaoke. I want to move to an apartment. This is a condo, so I like my creature comforts. And like I said before, I think the most important thing for me is the beach access. I need that beach for my mental and spiritual joy. And because I'm socializing more, I want a place where I can host friends and people. So I can't do it inside my apartment. We do it in the area. So yes. And Terry, I love NASCAR, brother. Let me tell you something. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. It's lights out and away we go. Max Verstappen. Simon, I am taking you on apartment hunting. The video was just uploaded. It'll go online. It'll go published on the 6th. Yeah, on the 6th of November, you'll see the apartment hunting. And it's the same price I'm paying here. I'm gonna, and the thing is that I pay more, but I don't have to pay for other things. I pay less here, but I have to pay for other things, right? So it all works out at the end of the month, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a month-on-month comparison, so you guys can see. Salon man, I bow on, brother. The linen store in Jayala, the one, I think you're talking about the one where I bought the clothes, the summer clothes. That is called Daisel in Canuana. All right, they have 2 stores in Jayala in Canuana. They have the big main store, which is like 4 floors, men's, women's, and kids. And then they have a smaller store that is men's only. Go to both. I never asked why the difference is, and they're within like a kilometer of each other. But anyway, Joshua, there's the condos that I'm looking at. So one of the things in Philippines that you have to be aware of is that these people love their karaoke. But even here in this condo, there is rules. There is noise. You have to stop at 9 p.m. You can't do it. But it is 9 o'clock in the morning, and pretty soon they're going to start up. Now, because this is a Sunday, they have to come back from church, right? I don't know about the condos with the thick walls and something. That's something that you would probably, when you get here, you can talk to a real estate agent, right? And figure that out. Most of the newer condos, I'm going to assume, are built, they're built earthquake proof because they have to be. As I said, I have a typhoon coming on Tuesday. It's going to pass right over me. The eye is going to be about 100 to 200 kilometers north of me. We had an earthquake here last month, like 4 or 5. We had Simon, talk to you later, brother. Be good, be safe, be happy, be well. See you on the other side, brother. Um, we had a couple volcano eruptions. One was about 150 kilometers away, and I could see it. The smoke cloud, the ash cloud, wasn't affected by it. We have a typhoon coming. We had flooding. So I'm living through everything. All I need is a tsunami. No, I'm joking. No, I don't need a tsunami. But Joshua, I have talked about this before, and I'm glad you are joining the channel because, as I said, watch some of my older videos, especially the ones like coming to Cebu, right? Going back like a week before I left Sri Lanka to come here, because there's a lot of planning involved and there's a lot of conversation around why I'm doing it, what I'm doing, what the plans are, and everything else. I'm basically going to tell you this. Planning is key to success. You can't just trust my videos, my vlogs. What the vlogs do and what YouTube does and what the online information does is it gives you a foundation to base your research on. And how do you start your retirement planning is make sure your relationship stress is at a minimum. And what I mean by that is you don't have to worry about your kids. You don't have to worry about your parents. You don't have to worry about your loved ones. They're all taken care of. Joshua, a Godzilla attack. Yeah, let me tell you something. I had a field mouse in the house. All I need is a lizard or a giant spider or a snake. Jesus, if I saw, I'm kind of getting more comfortable with spiders. I don't like them, but we had a big wolf spider. It's this big. Snakes. My only concern is that like there's no poisonous ones. Well, that's in the city. They're out in the countryside. Creepy crawly. I don't care about geckos and cockroaches because the outdoor ones have them in Sri Lanka. It doesn't bother me. But let me get back to my point about planning. Make sure your relationship one has no stress, because it's also an anchor that holds you back. Health. Make sure your health is properly taken care of. Do it now. Don't do it when you're 60 or 80. Work out, eat right, take your medication, get checked out. I do my blood work every 4 months. Okay, I do my major one every year. I get my teeth cleaned. I get my eyes checked. I do the prostate, the testosterone, all of those stuff. I do my blood work. I do the full CBC, kidney and liver. Once a year, I do the cancer screening. I'm not prone to cancer in my family, but I still do it. And I track in an app my levels so that I can see if something's going in the wrong direction. I eat healthy, fruits, vegetables, protein, and non-processed carbs. I don't eat plastic food. Now, I do treat myself once a week. I'll have pizza or hamburgers or something like that, or chicken. Today's a cheat day, so I will have probably pizza because the pizza here is really good. The second thing is your health, your physical health, your mental health. I work online. I love doing it because number one, it pays me money. Number two, it keeps me busy. And I do YouTube, and I'm going to move to YouTube full time in December, January. And the focus will be that I'm hoping that I'm not praying, but I'm hoping that it will supplement my income for the next 2 years so I can retire faster. I do life coach, Joshua. I do life coach. Click the link right here. Click the link in the comments below or scan the QR code. It'll take you to my Buy Me a Coconut where you can support the channel, support me and the channel. Or you go to the membership page, you can join a membership, or you can actually hire me for an hourly rate where I can sit down with you and offer advice and suggestions that would take you hours to watch in all of the vlogs I have. And in a 1 hour, 2 hour session, we can just, hash out where you should focus yourself. Again, I'm not an expert. It's just I've made a crap ton of mistakes in my life, and I want you to avoid those mistakes, right? I don't have all the answers. What I have is a collection of mistakes in my life that maybe you can avoid. Now, the final thing is financial. You need to have your finances in order. Number one, I've been debt-free for 15 years. But what am I doing to achieve that goal of financial freedom? I am really lazy. And I think it was Warren Buffett or maybe one of the big guys. He said, the middle manager, I will always hire the laziest person I can find, because they will find the quickest and most efficient way to complete the work. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using AI tools. I'm using the resources that I have to minimize the amount of work I have to do and maximize my earning potential. And YouTube is part of that, where I will be, once I get monetized, then I'll start attracting the attention of sponsors. And those sponsors are going to be travel, VPN, eSIM, health insurance, travel insurance, AI tools, those kinds of things. And I'm not going to sponsor like Bitcoin or gambling or anything like that. What I'm going to sponsor is like things that I actually use. So, like I said, I'm going to walk you through that experience over the next 2 years. So I do vlogs about a week in advance. So I've already shot, edited, and uploaded videos that will come out over the next week. Now I'm doing a vlog 6 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I have live stream, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I have live stream. So I have 2 live streams on Wednesdays and Sunday. Wednesday nights, local time, for my European and Australian, Oceanic subscribers, and this morning, Sunday mornings, for my North American brothers and sisters. So I'm glad you guys have joined. I truly appreciate it. I started doing this because it was marketing, and then it was for a digital diary. My old channel, Sri Lankan Sammi, is still up. It's 5 years old. It's got 7,000 subscribers and over 1,000 videos. And I love doing it. It was a lot of fun. This is even more fun because I'm actually connecting with people. I love to socialize. I went out last night with some friends, and you love to socialize. It's like a new friend, and he's like, yeah. It's just like, that's it. It's in my nature to talk to people. Now, I'm not going to become their friend, but they might see me around and just say, oh, hey, I remember you. Who knows the person you're talking to, what they can or cannot do to help you in your life, or what you can do to help them. And that's the thing, is like, I was at the store and this girl was in front of me, this lady, and she was 10 pesos short. She didn't have any change. All she had is large bills, right? And I said, oh yeah, here, take it. And they're like, women's, no. And I'm like, it's okay. It's 10 pesos. They don't have change. So it's going to be a problem for them. I'm not helping you, I'm helping them. I didn't say that, but that's in my mind, because they don't have a lot of change here. I don't know why. So she says, thank you. And she goes about her day. like the bill was 106 pesos or something like that, and she didn't have 6 pesos. She had 1,000 peso notes, right? And the store doesn't have enough change to break that 1,000 peso note. She had 100 pesos and 1,000 pesos. She had nothing else. So to give 984 pesos back would have been hard for the store to do from a change perspective. So that's what I was thinking. And then the woman left, and the cashier was like, "This is so nice." I was like, "It's not hard being nice. It's very easy to be nice." And I said, "If I'm nice to her, she might be nice to somebody else." She goes, "That's very kind of you." I said, "It's like I said before, it's easy to be kind. It's hard to be mean or angry because you have to think about it. Being nice is just natural. And if I can be nice, I'd spread it around. Why not?" She goes, "That's so great." So, and again, you know, being a Westerner and coming from a developed nation, I have the financial resources to be able to help. I'm not going to help everybody. I'm not going to give away my money. You don't make money by giving it away. You make money by not spending it. But 10 pesos is nothing. It's like a penny. I don't even know how much that is. Yeah, it's about 2 or 3 cents. So, yeah. Any other questions that you guys have? I see you all there. Salon Man, hopefully I answered your question. By the way, just Google it. Just Google Diesel, DIESL or something like that. It's not diesel, it's Diesel. So just Google that. Google Maps. They should be able to help you. It is sunny and hot today. What are we at? 34 degrees Celsius feels like. So after this, the landlord is coming to do a deep cleaning. So the landlord has been great here. The landlord has been really, really great. Her and her husband own like 3 or 4 properties around the area. And, we talked online for months before I booked. And she was offering me other places. I said, no, this one is the area I want to be in because it's close to my friend. So my good friend Tim lives here in Cebu. He's married to a Filipina, and I've known him for 10 years in Korea. And we were actually roommates for a year. I came and visited him 3 years ago in Subic Bay, Zambales in the north. I am in, and so, having that social relationship helps. My best friend Anuj is coming back in a week. He's going to stay for 2 weeks. He was here a month ago. He and I, again, friends from Korea, I've known him for 10 years. And again, we were roommates for a short period of time while he was moving around. And he's an American Indian. So he went back to India to take care of his parents, just like I did. And every year, wherever I happen to go, he meets up with me because we love hanging out and going out and partying. So he likes to do it he likes to party with or go out and have fun with like-minded people. So I arrived October 2nd. My lady friend from Korea arrived October 3rd. She stayed for a week. She went back to Korea because she works. She's probably going to come back in December. I'm going to try to convince her. If not, we're going to meet up someplace in February or March. Like maybe Vietnam. She loves Vietnam. So we'll see. So he came a week after she left and stayed for about 2 weeks. And I hung out with him, but he met a really nice lady that he is very interested in. So I knew he was going to come back. I didn't think it was this soon. Like 3 weeks after he left, he's back. So he's here to, hang out with her and develop that relationship. So we're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be going out. We're going to be having fun. And we're actually going to go whale shark swimming in probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I'm going to take a trip down south with him. We're going to stay the day and the night in a place down there. He's probably going to bring his lady friend if she can get the time off work. And, figure things out. Maybe I'll have, if I wait till December, my friend's sister-in-law is coming, and I know her, so I can invite her to come. She's single. So Joshua, I live so Cebu is a big island. It's a province of Cebu. And then you have Cebu City. And then off the island of Cebu is another small island called Lapu-Lapu, or Mactan, which is where I am on the island. I am on the center east coast of the island in a municipality called Maribago. Two municipalities north of me by 10 minutes is Mactan New Town. So they call it New Town because it's a brand new town. They were just built 2 years ago. Luxury condos, a enclosed, secure community with business, commercial, shopping, convention center, and beach and hotels. So all of this is enclosed community. They have a McDonald's, a Starbucks, restaurants, Chinese, Japanese, Greek. They have a pharmacy, a couple banks. They have a food store, grocery store, and all manicured, maintained, no parking on the streets. There's no locals. There's no local housing. It's all condos. And it's night and day difference from where I live to where that place is. No chickens, no stray animals. It's incredible. No street parking. Absolutely none. It's very strictly enforced. They have a local traffic wardens there maintaining order. Now, here's the thing about crime in the Philippines. I do not know about the crime yet. I have planned a vlog about crime in the Philippines. There is crime. Don't get me wrong. In any city, in any country, anywhere in the world, there's crime. It's just I'm not exposed to it because I'm situationally aware and I protect myself from being exposed to the potential. Doesn't mean it won't happen to me, but it will. So it might. So I don't know about the statistics. And then again, statistics are just that. They're just statistics. It all depends on whether you expose yourself to the possibility of it occurring. Do you go out drinking and, get into arguments with people? Are you walking around with gold jewelry and money sticking out of your pocket at night? Those kinds of things. Do you advertise to people, I'm a rich guy, I'm living here, this is my house, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You have to be careful about that. So the city name, all right, what I'm going to suggest is if you're interested in looking at a place, okay, the island is Lapu-Lapu, Lapu. That's the island that I live on. It's where the airport is located. There's no airport noise because the airport is very low usage, like 1 or 2 planes a day or something like that. I've never even heard an airplane, but I'm 20 kilometers away, 10 kilometers away. I hear more from the airport in Sri Lanka because the planes fly right over my house. Here they land over the water. You don't hear them. So I live in Lapu Lapu Island, or Mactan, Mactan. If you're interested in condo living, which the video will come out on November 6th, you can see that video. November 4th, you can see me riding my motorcycle through the area, and you can see what it looks like. The video starting tomorrow, you'll see me riding my scooter, not my motorcycle, my scooter. My motorcycle's in the shop getting repaired. It'll be ready later this week, and I'll get that back. But I take the Insta360 camera with me on the scooter, and I'm talking and driving, so you can see that. The area, which is a new development, there's a bunch of condo developments in this island, which are gated communities. You can search them out. I would go to Facebook groups and look at Mactan Newtown. And the area in Lapu Lapu that I am looking at is called Mactan Newtown. Mactan Newtown. And that is the condo development that I'm looking at. You can see it online. It's very easy to see. I'm going to stay here in Lapu Lapu because Cebu City is crazy busy. I don't like city life. It's noisy. It is constant sirens. It's too much. And traffic and pollution and noise nonstop, 24 hours a day. Here, you go out to one of the condos that are around here, and if you can afford some of the more pricier ones, you can get luxury. But I'm going to end up paying about 500 USD a month, and that's because it's short term. If I was to get a lease for a year or two, I could pay as little as 400, and that would include everything except electricity and water usage, which works out to be about $50 to $75 a month. Everything else is included: parking, condo fees, internet. Obviously, you have to do your own cleaning. The cleaning, it's not a hotel. But as I said before, the convenience of taking an elevator down to the lobby and getting my groceries instead of getting on the bike, driving for 10 minutes, and carrying all of that stuff back on the scooter. I can't buy a lot. I have to buy only enough that I can put on the floorboard or carry in a bag in my lap or over my shoulder or something like that, right? And it's not safe to carry heavy things. I can get delivery done, but the other problem with delivery is that they run out of stock. So being able to walk downstairs and get something at 24 hours a day is perfect for me. I love that idea. Then there is, your question is getting off that tiny, it's not a tiny island. It's actually quite big. It's quite big. It's from one, it's a long island. So I would say from one end to the other end, to drive would take about 30 minutes to an hour, the lengthwise. Widthwise, it takes about 30 minutes to go from the East Coast to the West Coast. In the event of an emergency, I wouldn't consider, I don't think about things like that because it's so rare that it's going to happen. You can't foresee every contingency. You have to learn to live life. Don't let life live you. So if you're constantly thinking about, oh, what if I get into a car accident? What if there's a tsunami? What if there's this? What if there's you can't think like that. You can't think like that. You have to live in the moment. Otherwise, you're just going to drive yourself insane. It's not a tiny island. It's a big island, right? And if you're living in a condo, you don't have to worry about a tsunami. If you're living in a newer condo, you don't have to worry about an earthquake. There's no earthquakes here, especially in Cebu. It is the earthquakes don't happen in this area. This area is the edge of the affected zone. So the big earthquake that happened, we only got a 3. Everybody else got a 7. We got a 3. And you see all of the big Cebu earthquake. It didn't happen in Cebu. It happened 200 kilometers away. But they used the name Cebu because nobody knows where Bogo City is, right? So they use the next closest city. And the city that was devastated was a very rural, poor city where the buildings are not built well. So that's why there was deaths and stuff like that. I mean, I felt the aftershocks. I felt a 3.5, a 4.1, nothing. There are 4 bridges, and then there's also a land bridge. So, if you're trying to get off the island, you're wasting your time because everybody else is doing it too, and you're going to get stuck on the bridge. So stay put, get to high ground, especially if you live in a condo. You're up high, you don't have to worry about anything. And Bob's your uncle, you can jump in a kayak. The channel is about a kilometer or so, half a mile. So your arms better be strong, brother. Let me tell you that, especially with the current. Now, the other thing about the typhoon is that Cebu is very protected because there are other islands between us and the eastern islands. There's 3 or 4 islands. So by the time the typhoon hits Cebu, it'll have already crossed 3 other islands and depleted its energy. Joshua, don't quote me on the distance, right? Maybe it's a mile or 2. I have no idea. It's definitely not something that I'm going to get into the water and kayak across. Absolutely not. I wouldn't do it. Not in that current, because on both sides of the island of the channel, it's open ocean. So the current there is not something that I would fool around with. And it's deep because the ships go through that, and the ships go through that. Joshua, I thank you. I truly appreciate your kind words. It really makes me feel good, and this is the reason why I do this channel. Why I continue to do the channel is when people like you tell me they're interested in what I have to say. I'm 99% of the time I'm not right. Trust me on that. But I'm a stepping stone to providing you the information that you should look at, right? And I'm not a smart guy. I'm just experienced. And that's what my friend Lady Sarah says, my lady friend from Korea. She's younger than I am. And she's like, I learned so much from you because you've done so much. And the reason I've done so much is because I'm single. I've been single for 22 years. And even prior to that, when I was married, my ex-wife and I, we would do a lot of traveling and a lot of things. She was very open to going on adventures and doing new things. So that was fun. And I've always loved to travel. Now, and the thing is that, again, I don't think you know this about me. I have lived in 10 different countries in my life. I've spoken 9 languages fluently. I currently speak about 4. I've visited over 110 countries. But I'm telling you, I lived in 10 countries. I currently can vote in 3. I can vote in Canada, Sri Lanka, and South Korea. Now, I can't vote for president in South Korea. I can vote in local elections. As a permanent resident, I'm granted the right to vote because I pay taxes. But I don't vote. It's just a waste. We're not going to get into politics or religion on this channel. My dad was a diplomat, a Sri Lankan diplomat. So I was born in China. I grew up in Italy and Europe, and then moved to Canada when I was 7. 2007, I moved to Korea for 18 years, and 4 years ago, I moved back to South Korea. I've lived in the US, I've lived in France and London, I've lived in South Korea, I lived in Sri Lanka, I've lived in the Philippines, and I've lived in Thailand. And I've lived in the US. Because of my unique life, I've never really bonded with any one country. I'm born in China, I'm not Chinese. I grew up in Europe, I'm not European. I'm Canadian citizen, but I'm an immigrant. Other than my mom, my dad, and my brother, we have no connection to that country. I'm a non-resident citizen. I don't file taxes. I have no assets in the country other than my government pension. I lived in South Korea. I'm not Korean. I'm Sri Lankan, but I'm an expat. Everyone knows I'm not born there. And now I live in the Philippines. I'm not Filipino. So people ask me where I'm from. I was like, well, I'm an earthling. I'm a human. I'm a citizen of all nations, and I integrate very well. Like Tim, my good friend Tim, he does not like Filipino food. So he eats Western-based food. Me, all I eat is Filipino food. I eat sisig. I don't like lechon because it's too greasy and too fatty, but I eat chicken adobo, which is like chicken stew. Beef, I try not to eat too much beef. And fish, I made salmon fillets earlier in the week. That lasted me three days. I think I have one portion left. But I thought out some ground beef where I'm going to make pasta, which I have to go shopping for pasta sauce. Did I put that on my list? I have to go shopping today or tomorrow. Let's see, did I put pasta sauce on my list? Yes, I put pasta sauce. All right. So when am I going to go shopping? Jeez. Well, if Tim and his wife don't come over today to go swimming, after the landlord comes and cleans the apartment, then I'm going to go grocery shopping. Because I don't have time on Monday. I have a 2-hour break. Monday's a very busy day. Work day. Who the hell is joining my Zoom class? I don't have a class now. Oh, it must be someone testing my Zoom link. Because I have some new students on Monday, so I'm testing my Zoom link. The condo video, let me just double check. Joshua, I love your excitement, brother. That is really beautiful. I love it. So the condo video will go up on it will be published November 6th, 9 a.m., which will be November 5th, 9 p.m. for you. Okay? So November 5th evening, you'll be able to see that video. The next videos I got coming out are how to make friends, going grocery shopping, and then the mock time video. This afternoon, I have to produce a bunch of videos because I have to do like 3 or 4 videos today. So that's the other thing I have to do. Oh, geez, I got a lot of work to do and I need to sleep. I'm tired. I went out last night. I got home at like 3 o'clock in the morning. All right. So my live vlogs, my live videos like this one happen every Sunday at this time, around this time. So, which means Saturday nights for you. My Wednesday live stream happens Wednesday evening, which is Tuesday morning for you. Okay. So if you want to join those, the Wednesdays called my midweek podcast. and it's just a check-in. Like it's only about half an hour to an hour, depending on if there's anything. Sunday Fundays, which is right now what I call my Sunday vlogs, is an hour to 2 hours. And as long as there's people here chatting and talking and asking questions, I'll stick around. It's minimum an hour, and I've gone like up to 2 hours sometimes, depending on who's online and joining. I hope that my Sunday Fundays will go all day, and that we can have people online all day. And I will, when I move to the new location, I will set up not Wi-Fi. I will set up through my hotspot so that I can do this from like remote locations, like the swimming pool, the beach, wherever I need to be, so that you guys can, instead of doing it from my condo here. So, I try to make it look nice, and then down here, have some nice graphics and stuff like that. But I'm using an app called Restream, which is a really quality app. My goodness, I love this thing. Streaming app. I'm going to, once I get monetized, I'm going to get the paid service, so I no longer have the watermark up there in the corner, and I can do more with the app. Right now I spend more than I'm earning because I'm earning zero. The old channel is about to get demonetized because I dropped down. You have to maintain 4,000 view hours per rolling year, and I'm down because nobody's watching the channel anymore. I haven't posted anything in 2 months, so the viewership has dropped off, and people have migrated over here. So once I'm spending on my video editing app, my ChatGPT, I'm paying for that, and I'm paying for my internet because I use a lot. Because first I have to upload my video, then I have to edit it, then I have to download the completed video, then I have to upload the completed video to YouTube. So it's like 3 complete downloads for one video. It takes a lot of time. Editing doesn't take that much because I don't edit my videos a lot. I just, put music, put titles, stitch together all the videos, put an entry and exit, bumper, titles, subtitles. That takes me an hour to edit one video, but it's the uploading and downloading that takes the longest time. Those are like 30 minutes. It's about an hour to upload and download the videos, depending on how long they are. And then each vlog has 2 videos, the vlog and then the short, which advertises the vlog. I do shorts every day at 6 p.m. They're 30-second bumpers that direct people to watch the full vlog. Like it's a commercial, a trailer. It's a trailer. So anyway, I'm going to start wrapping things up today, guys, unless you have any questions or comments, or you have anything that is on your mind, or what's going on with you. Really, really happy with today's vlog, because today's live stream, because we had a lot of people on today, and I'm really happy. I'm really thankful, Joshua, that you joined today. Thank you. I'm glad that YouTube put me in front of you and that you chose to join and hang out with us. Please enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much, brother. Lots of love to you and your family. Please stay healthy and happy. And we'll see you, my catchphrase, on the other side. Thanks again, brother. I'm going to make breakfast as well. I got fruit. I didn't have any yogurt. I forgot to buy yogurt. So I'm going to have some fruit, a couple of eggs, toast and peanut butter, and I have a sausage. Yeah, I have 1 sausage left. Maybe I'll do pancakes. I bought 10 pounds of pancake batter. 10 pounds. I gave half of it to Tim, But it turns out that I'm actually eating a lot of pancakes because I need the carbs. I don't like bread per se, but I love the pancakes and buttermilk pancakes. I took my vitamins. Yeah. So maybe I'll make some spam. I love spam. Korean spam is the best. Korean spam is different from North American spam. The recipe is different. Trust me on this. I know. I've researched it because Koreans love spam. They give it as gifts. Koreans and Japanese. Japanese love KFC. They give it as gifts, and Koreans love their spam. The recipe is different, 100% different. If you look at it, it's much different. The taste is so amazing. A North American tastes like corned beef. Korean tastes like meat, like sausage patties. It's really delicious. And the way they cook it with garlic, ginger, kimchi, it just comes out amazing. Fish sauce, whatever, chilies. Really, really good. Anyway, I'm getting hungry talking about food. I haven't eaten. I don't eat dinners. I fast a lot. Well, my stomach is so small because I don't eat a lot of food. I have breakfast around 10 a.m. and I have lunch around 2 p.m. and then I don't really eat anything. Now, on exercise days, I will eat a little bit more, but it's still healthy. So before I go work out, I'll have fruit and yogurt and bread with peanut butter for the energy because I'm going to go work out. When I come home, I have more coconut water. I have coconut water 3 times a day for the electrolytes. So I'll have more coconut water and I will make pancakes for the carbs and bread with peanut butter and jam for the energy. And then I'll sleep for about an hour after working out. Cardio days, I do lots of carbs because I burn it all. I'm pouring sweat. Darren, trust me on this. Let me tell you something. I thought the exact same thing until I had Korean spam and it was cooked for me by a Korean. And I was like, this is spam? And like, yeah. And I'm like, this is not spam. And then I looked into it more and the way it's made and the ingredients and everything like that. Oh, just, it's an acquired taste. And when you live in a country long enough and the way it's cooked, you begin to appreciate its taste and you get to miss it. I mean, come on, you remember when you served me Vegemite or Marmite? All right, I was like, I won't eat it again, but it was a unique experience. Okay, you gave me it was a Vegemite or Marmite on toast. I was like, yeah, it didn't smell good, but I mean, it's something that if I lived in Australia and I lived there a long time and I ate it every day, it would probably grow on me, right? So there's other foods in Korea that I really don't understand. Tteokbokki is rice cakes, right? Congealed rice cake in a like it looks like a ravioli, right? But it's solid, and they cook it up with spicy sauce and fish, pressed fish cakes, and just everybody goes crazy over it. And I tried. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's equivalent to our French fries, right? It's something you grow up with. The heck was that noise? Somebody's doing something next door. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Darren, glad you're doing well. You're back home. When are you coming to Sri Lanka? Mom says the weather has turned. The rain has stopped, so that's a good thing because she said it was raining for like 2 weeks. She says I would have hated it. The temperature was nice and comfortable, but it was just rain and rain and rain nonstop. None of this like tropical rain where it rains for an hour and then no. She said non-stop rain every day, all day. So she wasn't happy with it because we don't have a dryer, so she has to hang all the clothes. She loves doing laundry every day, so the clothes are hanging everywhere. And we have like one, two, three, four people in the house, and then with me it's five with the servants. So she doesn't do the laundry, but the laundry is there. 2 weeks. Well, you'll definitely be getting there with the good weather. They also, I heard, double check this. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have to worry about it, but I heard yesterday that Sri Lanka canceled the ETA on arrival. So you may not have to fill out an ETA. Double check that before you arrive, so that you're covered. And they also raised the price for driver's license at the airport. It used to be 2,000 rupees. They increased it to 15,000. So you can get a temporary tourist driver's license at the airport if you want to. A tuk-tuk one or a car license if you want it. But I mean, you have your guy, so that's But I'm just saying, these are things that I noted that maybe might interest you in Sri Lanka. But enjoy your time there. You're gonna love it. The weather's turning for the dry season now, so it'll be nice. Korea's cold. It was 5 degrees this morning. Absolutely not even thinking about that. Yeah. The solar power system. I have on my phone the app that connects to the CCTVs at the house. Yeah, well, I mean, you live in the countryside, so getting to Negumbo, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't like driving in Negumbo, but if I had to, I could cope. Colombo, nah, I would never drive in Colombo. Like, for you to go from UK to grocery shopping, I mean, that's a no-brainer. It'd be so easy for you to go from there to Spar, which is the closest one. That would be so easy for you. But yeah, I mean, we have a driver, so definitely not anything that I would worry about. But guys, I have to get ready to go. We have the landlord coming shortly. I need to get ready for that. They're coming in and doing a deep cleaning. Like I said, can you come in and move the furniture, check for nests of spiders and mice and whatever, because if there's a mouse here, there's more than one. And it's built a little house inside one of the beds or something like that, because that's what they do. And spiders and things. So I want all the furniture moved. I want all the cupboards emptied and cleaned, and spray everything. Because I don't, I saw creepy crawlies. If there's one, then there's more. Right? So, what haven't I seen? So, it's not dirty. It's just that this is an older building and it's on the ground floor and the exterior is not well maintained, which means they've got grass and everything growing right up against the building, which allows outdoor animals to get close to the building. And then they smell the food or the coolness or the heat or the moistness and they come inside. I saw one outdoor cockroach, 2 geckos, 1 spider, and 1 or 2 mice, field mice, not rats. And they're tiny fellows, like this big. Now, the ones in Sri Lanka were like this. They were huge. My God, they were ungodly. But anyway, she's coming in to do that. She's done everything I've asked for. Like I told her I was sick the first week, and she says, maybe it's the air conditioner. I said, is it possible to get that clean? Because I don't use the air conditioner, but I do use the dry function, the dehumidifier function on the air conditioner, which is cost effective. She says, yeah. And then what was the other thing? There, I saw the mouse escape through a little gap, like this much gap between the patio door. So she came and she didn't come, but she sent the worker to put a seal on that, right? So there's one on the front door, but the windows are just a louver, which opens to the outside hallway. Anything can come inside. I'm like, what the hell? There's a heavy curtain there, but it's like I can hear everything in the hallway. Anybody walking by can hear me. They can't see it because of the heavy curtain. But if they wanted to, they could just, the louver just opens. It doesn't lock. They can stick their hand in. Now, what they can reach you, nothing. I mean, if they wanted to unlock the door, maybe, I don't know, they could stick a pole in and unlock the door. I don't know. But whatever. I'm not worried. Anyway, that's the compounding, like, uncomfortableness of this place is one of the reasons why I'm leaving. So join me for this adventure over the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned. Coming in December, we are going to swim with whale sharks. That is going to be an adventure, brothers and sisters. Let me tell you something. It is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to do that. It is a huge check mark on my bucket list to swim with whale sharks. I'm a certified scuba diver. I've scubaed and snorkeled all over the world. I've seen some incredible things, but to swim with one of the largest animals in the world, incredible. I haven't seen dolphins. I'm going to do that in Sri Lanka eventually. And sperm whales and blue whales are available in Sri Lanka, but you can't swim with them. You can't get in the water. It's open ocean. You're not getting in that water. You get in the water, you're not getting out. But Sri Lanka is a migratory route for humpback whales and blue whales and sperm whales. But the calm waters of southern Cebu Island, about 3 hours away, are the feeding grounds for whale sharks, which are the giant ones with the scoop mouths. They eat krill and plankton. The largest animal eating the smallest animal. So guys, check that out. Coming soon. And just life in general, like moving and talking about living in luxury. I don't want to say luxury, but upscale accommodations, comparing that. And then I will be looking at like the rural life versus the city life, and then also the average Filipino. We're going to talk to Filipinos. We're going to interview them. I have Filipino friends, and we're going to talk to them about what their lives are like, what their struggles are, and what do they aspire? What are their dreams? So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. Big shout out and welcome, Joshua. Thank you so much from Arizona. Love you, brother. So happy that we connected. Terry, thanks for joining. Simon, absolutely love hearing from you. Darren, always, brother. Always. You are number one. Blessed be with you. Luke, I know you're going to be watching this later. Thank you so much. And everyone else who is commenting on the vlogs. So happy to have you on board this adventure, this tour. Remember, please learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other. Be happy. Spread joy, spread love, peace. And always remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. I will see you all on the other side.